Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast. Don't yell at me this week. That's my intro. Don't yell at me this week. Please don't. Yell.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Been yelling at you. What did the bad man do?
No. Just whatever happens. But don't yell at me. So, this is the King of Anime podcast. If you don't know, this is the show where at the beginning of each season we lock in a bunch of shows and we kill or pass things. It takes two kills or more to kill something, and of course 2 passes or more to pass something. And a pass means we keep watching the show and we enjoy it. A kill means the show is forever banished off into the nether realm, never be seen again, to never be talked about again, unless we use a monster reborn and then kill a show again retroactively because we don't have enough time to actually do that show in the next season. Demon Slayer. So
Still sad about that.
yeah, it is. It kind of sucks, but I guess we'll talk about that at a later point. Satsuki, we are here to get you into rehab. So
Rehab?
Yeah,
fuck?
this is
an intervention?
This is an intervention.
I'm out of here.
He did not like. He showed up drunk to his own intervention.
All right. Well, introduce yourself, co-host, besides Satsuki, who's out of here.
Yeah, he's permanently gone. So, hello everybody. It is your boy, Everything Animated, and I'm just here because everybody always needs the old folks' perspective.
You are not old.
I'm old compared to everyone that listens and watches this. I guarantee you, there's not a person older than me that like watches this or interacts, which I'm fine with. I've grown accustomed to it. I'm old, but I'm not old timing. You know what I'm saying?
Would you say that you've stepped in a pile of shaving cream?
Yeah, I had a sad story to tell people a long time ago. It might hurt your feelings a bit. Last night when I walked into the bathroom, I stepped in a big pile of shaving cream.
All right.
Oh, it's so funny. See, this is how old I am. I think that's hilarious.
I cannot relate.
You didn't step in a big pile of shaving cream?
I've never needed shaving cream, unfortunately.
You don't get like a beard or mustache or any sideburns, anything?
Oh.
No.
What was that
sorry.
response?
That was a sad no.
Oh Lord.
I'm sorry, Satsuki. I'll give you some Rogaine for your face.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Satsuki.
Do you need it too, Ben?
I need a pile of shaving cream. That's what I need.
Okay. Barstool's pretty good.
So I've heard. Isn't that the generic one that everybody uses?
Yeah, it's the generic one, but there's also that green one. I think it's called I don't know, it starts with a G, like Janelle. I think it's Janelle.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those are...
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
But see, when it comes to me, I barely
Gillette.
shave. That's why I had. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't shave. I trim. That's what I do. But when I do shave, I drink Dos Equis.
I singe all of my hair off, so that's what I do.
You burn it off?
I'm just
What are you doing? All right, time to get the iron again.
Oh Lord. Well, Satsuki, introduce yourself if you can.
Hi, guys. I'm Satsuki. I did not know I was coming in here for an intervention, but I don't have a problem. I don't. We even just what was the intervention for? Like, what did I do?
You're crazy ass women.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, it wasn't the drinking, it was the women.
is the
Oh.
women.
Well, I mean, I stand by that.
That is true. You do have an obsession with the crazies.
Yeah, like everybody else should too. That's, I feel like I should have an intervention for C.
What? For what?
Ooh, I think that's a good idea.
For
We
what?
know for what.
For
We don't have to discuss that series, so it's fine. But next
Yeah,
week,
we already killed it.
next week.
well, I think I know where you're going. I think you're trying to say that I have an issue with not loving Saber and loving somebody else. Well, you know what? I came prepared for this week's episode of KOA. Next week, I prove my innocence.
Ooh.
Yeah,
round two.
you two should watch the stream. I got a graphic for this. It says SeaTactics proves his innocence next week.
God.
Even has
What?
the red arrows.
And it has naked Vladilena. What the fuck?
What do you mean? What is wrong about any of this? I'm proving
Look-
my innocence.
You are such
goodness.
a freaking.
Even I wouldn't do this.
Oh, I'll save it for next week. You are gonna be lambasted, I tell you.
What do you mean? This right here is announcing next week on KOA that I'm going to be proving my innocence once and for all. That I do not love Vladilena, and that I love Saber.
I hope people are downvoting this because I can't see it.
Like, you spent time on this. Precious time.
Yeah,
This is love, see?
yeah, love for Saber. Look, she's right there, center.
And I see like 4 Vladalenas.
Well, I mean, you gotta. That's
One of
you
them's
gotta
naked.
you gotta promote.
All right. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with
I
any
get
of this.
All right. Next week. Next week.
Next week.
This
Exactly, next week.
Yay. I can't wait.
Yeah, I bet you all can't wait. Next week, you guys are gonna have the egg on your faces, and you're gonna look mighty stupid when I look mighty smart.
I'm going to take this 4 shots.
I want to say, I think I might drink next week to join you.
I'm just saying. I'm
saying too. I'm going into rehab after next week.
It is. Here's the deal. It's just proving my innocence next week. So you better be there or be square. And if you're not there, you're gonna miss it.
I don't think we have a choice.
Speaking of things we don't have a choice, you guys want to talk about Takt op.Destiny episode 8?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we shall. What do you guys think about it?
I'll let you go first, Sasuke, for a change.
Okay. As the title says, for this podcast, this is not clickbait. This was absolutely the best episode of Takt OP. This episode, honestly, like, I won't say it got me to.
I will poll the chat to see if I'm innocent, and they're gonna say I am. Sorry, continue.
I don't. Yeah. Like I said, next week.
He's gonna pull the chat.
But yeah. This episode was the best of Takt OP. It kind of got me to change. Like, it didn't get me to change my mind on the entire series because I still think. Well, actually, it definitely raised my opinion on it when it came to like what I think about the direction of it. Because I always thought this series was going to be like above average, where it's just fun, but I wasn't going to care too much about anything. But honestly, I was emotionally invested in this episode. And as I've been saying for the past, I don't know how many podcasts, Cosette is definitely like my favorite character in the series. And I think this episode made her just a good character in general. Because I think, for this show, it's easy to be the best character when I don't think everybody else is great. But I think this episode just showed you the work they put in with the development of Cosette / Destiny, and it all came to a head with some of the moments you saw in the episode with her nursing Tat back to health, and the beautiful moment with her and Anna. Like, this episode was phenomenal.
All right. I thought this episode was definitely better than previous ones, but overall it was okay. Like, I feel like when it comes to the whole Destiny and Tact bonding, and also with Anna, even Anna, even though she was barely in this episode, was, it was sweet. Just the whole, you can call me Big Sister Anna from time to time. I was like, oh, how sweet. I just had a problem kind of with the setup, I guess you want to call it, because we had Tact and Destiny ready to fuck shit up, and Tact for some reason wants to become a fighter and then gets messed up because he's never done that before in the past except this one time, and it was probably because of the trigger of how, I don't even remember this guy's name. What was his name? What did we call him? Schindler.
I think
I
that
that's
is his name.
Yeah, so Schindler, I have words to say about him later, but it was just kind of weird because then he got hurt. And then on top of that, Destiny was like, "We gotta run away," and Hell's like, "All right, go ahead." I'm like, "You're just gonna let them leave?" And she's like, "What's the fun in that?" I'm thinking, they're gonna end up killing you now. I always hate when villains do that. They just easily let people go away when they could easily just mess them up. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, I suppose. Because then we wouldn't have had that tender moment of, Tact bleeding to death and catching a fever, and then the Destiny
Well,
kind of montage or whatever.
well, I think the Hell thing works, one, just because of her personality, and two, because of the relevation we got at the end, where and I kind of want to focus on that moment in particular, but when we saw that Hell wasn't actually with Blondie, and
Mm-hmm.
we can assume that she's under the other guy because heaven and hell, it makes sense. And he
Right.
already gave them strict orders not to mess with them. So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like hell was, just following orders when it came to letting them leave. Because I mean, she could have still, heaven and hell could have easily still attacked Destiny and them if they wanted to kill him.
Yeah, and I agree because I was kind of bothered by that, but then when that part at the end when it was just like, "You're not a real conductor," and they broke his little conductor stick in half, and I don't know, he was just kind of stereotypical villain at the end. "I am the greatest conductor in the world. No one can stop me. Ha ha ha!" And then they just left as he was like crying
I loved
on the
it.
on the
I was
forest floor.
I was laughing my ass. I was laughing my ass off.
Mm-hmm.
I was
But
like, this is like the equivalent of like your little cousins coming over to play your PS4, or let's take it back to PS2, and then
oh.
you have them to where like you give them a controller, but you have it unplugged, so they think they're doing the moves and shit. And I was like, they really like think about really think about that. They gave this man clothes, a salary,
Mhm.
benefits. He can travel everywhere. He gets hell by his side, and all of it is fake. And he's just
Mhm.
waving his hands around, doing nothing.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's the greatest thing ever.
Mhm.
They're trolls. They didn't have to do this.
Yeah, that part definitely did redeem it. So I guess it was kind of like at the beginning I was a little meh, but towards the end it kind of like wrapped itself up, and I was like, okay, that's a little better. I'm still, I don't know, like because I'm kind of unsure. Like, there's this new Heaven character, and did we see who the, I guess, new bigger, badder villain is.
Yeah, we saw.
I must have blacked out because I don't remember what they look like. But I'm just curious to know what the freaking end game is going to be. They don't want to touch Tact and Destiny for some reason. They just want him to go. Wait, so now I'm also confused now. So if this Schindler guy was nothing more than just a guy pretending to wave his conductor around, is he then also responsible for doing all that chaos and killing all those people?
No.
So then someone else was pulling the strings.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay, so okay, that's where I was a bit confused. So, all right, well, I'm ready to see what happens next, and I agree with you, Saskia. I think Destiny's the best character in this show because Tact, all he wants to do is play piano and lose at fighting, while Anna says shut up and shows her ass.
Shut up. I mean, but we gotta give Tact credit. He almost destroyed that guy in like the first 2 minutes. Like that's what got me hype in the episode to begin with. I'm like already like we're starting off immediately. Like there was no slow start to the episode. And like 2 minutes into the episode, Tact just goes to like wham this dude, and then they get into the whole Hell and Destiny fight. So I thought the start was great.
Yeah. It did kind of seem like a cock tease, though. It started only to just end abruptly. But I don't know. That's just me. I felt like the pacing in this episode was kind of weird.
Well, I thought that we literally just said it's Schindler. He has a little bit of Shinji Mato in him in this episode. I thought that was very appropriate for the kind of character he is. If you don't know who Shinji Mato is, Google many of his deaths. It is terrific. He is a terrible character.
Okay, hold on.
He deserves to die. And Schindler, in my opinion, had a lot of the same vibes that Shinji had in Fate. So, other than that, yeah, I mean, like, I think like this episode wasn't perfect, but in terms of like comparing it to its best, in my opinion, its best episode, which is episode 2, I just thought it was just the best one, just because I thought we're at the very least just as entertaining for episode 2 for me. I think I just really enjoyed seeing Destiny have, you know, this personality that she didn't have before, and that really, I think, to me, added a lot to this story that I think was, I don't think maybe missing, but I think, you know, that I think we were getting there, and I think it finally happened, and I think it was a pretty good payoff for the most part. Do I think it's a little rushed? Yeah, but for the most part, I think in the context of this overall story, I think at the very least it's one of the better ones for me.
Now here's the ultimate question. Saskia, are you in love with Hell?
I mean, I don't like her more than Destiny, no.
Okay.
I mean, I like her, but it's not. I don't think it hinges on the word love. Like I really like her. Like I like her design. I like her personality, but she doesn't do much for me.
No. You don't
Destiny's
like this?
Destiny's much cooler.
Okay, that's fair. I just didn't know if you preferred the Subarashi over the donut hole girl.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, donut hole girl wins in this situation. It doesn't happen a lot, mind you, but for this show, I mean, like I said, I love the progression of Destiny and her gaining emotions, and man, I really like that last moment with her and Anna when she calls her Destiny, because that's when she, because she was avoiding calling her Destiny because I think she was still latching on to her appearance and her looking like Cosette and not wanting to deal with her death. So it's kind of like you don't even want to like speak into existence because you got to face that reality that your sister is gone. So she finally looks at her and calls her Destiny, and that's when like their relationship truly starts because she's looking at her as her own individual rather than the appearance. Just calling her Cosette based on her appearance. So it was great, and the fact that she Destiny, it's like, should I just call you Anna? And then she's like, no, still call me Big Sis Anna.
Mm. Yeah.
Very, very, very great emotional moment.
It was so sweet.
That was a great moment. I also like the moment where, like, Takt is in the cave or whatever, and Destiny walks out, picks up like a knife and a hand axe. And I love her quote. I love she says, "His presence is not necessary for me to defeat the likes of you." And just does a total Shiro Emiya. That was really cool.
She's a good shit talker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
What?
I like it.
What was that?
I'm just in a cave right now.
Oh,
are you there with Takt? How's he doing?
Yeah, Takt's being a little bitch, but when it comes to Destiny, she's asking for pancakes, and I think Maroha is in here choking somewhere. Oh yeah, there she is. She's dead.
You got to get the damn lake water.
I know. She couldn't get to it in time. She passed out right, but she choked to death before she could get the lake water.
Damn. Oh, there goes whatever that show was called. Yashahime.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm out of the cave.
Welcome back.
Oh,
man, that
Lord.
was old, cold, and drippy and disgusting.
Can you say that but slower?
But slower? What?
Yeah, can you say it but slower?
I don't understand. You want me to say but slower?
No! Oh my god. Never mind. Hey, speaking of,
Hey,
we should
baby,
go ahead
how's
and
that butt? I want that butt slower.
well, let's end this poll. Let's see what the poll says about me being innocent. Of course, people 63% said no, but mostly yes, and 36% said heck yes. Nobody voted for the third option, which was no. So I think
this is
people.
There was no third
this
option.
is a
This is
rigged fucking poll.
No.
Rigged.
No.
This is rigged.
I'm just, you know what? I'm gonna go back to the graphic. SeaTactics next week on KOA proves his innocence.
What does that mean? Doesn't mean it's true.
It's
Right.
I'm proving my innocence.
Shit.
Proving my innocence.
Oh.
And I mean, this poll does enough, I think.
I bet it does.
I mean, it's clear as day. People that watch this show think I'm innocent.
Yeah. The
We
poll
do
does
not.
enough.
We do not. I'm letting you know that right now. Oh my god. I'm still like every time I think about the guy's name is Felix, by the way. Like that's his first name. Anytime I think about Felix, like completely fumbling everything he had, it brings a smile to my face, as sadistic as that sounds. This guy had an easy check, had the funds to travel everywhere he wanted to go, military uniform, authority, power, all this stuff, and all he had to do was follow the damn train. CJ, all you had to do is like just get in line. It just like not mess with this. Well, he's not a teen. I was gonna call him a teenager, but it's not like leave this guy alone. Like leave this young man alone. That's all you had to do, and he fucked it up and lost everything.
He probably had life insurance to his fake wife.
Yeah, and then you get hell, and then you mess all of that up.
Mm-hmm. He probably never even scored with hell. He probably thought, oh, I could get this girl whatever I want, and she'd totally like open up for me. And she was just like, I don't like you that way.
I mean, there was a point when like Tap was in the cave and whatnot, and like hell was like she was either humming or singing to herself, and then Felix was like, "Stop! I don't like music." Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Who don't like music?
Yeah, he should have been defeated based on that alone. Like, I don't like music. Why are you a conductor? What? Who is giving these people jobs? Can I sign up for this?
Yeah,
I want my own hell.
I'll take heaven, and then you can take hell, and then when we combine our powers, we'll be heaven and hell. We'll be the Holy Brothers.
That is a good song by Raekwon and Ghostface Killer, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Heaven and hell.
No, this is ridiculous here. In the Lightning Eagle, there was no third option in the chicken. Ben is a chicken. Rigged. This poll was rigged. I'm not even going to say that phrase. I hate it.
Mommy milkers.
I just don't say it. Listen. Are all of you people saying boo? Are you saying boo earns? Which is it? Because it sounds like you're saying boo earns.
Boo.
I like the fact that Break Op said, "Yo, Takt attacking Hell's Maestro was lit." That's so funny to me, just because that we don't remember the dude's name. We just call him Hell's Maestro. It's like he's the one that's supposed to run things, but we don't even remember him.
Wait,
But
Schindler?
I give it credit. Yeah. But I give it credit. Like, Hell is much easier to remember than his actual name.
Oh my god.
After this podcast is over, I'm gonna get me some Popeyes, also known as Ben sandwiches.
Oh my god.
Are you saying boo? Or are you saying boo earns?
Boo.
Yeah, boo earns. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm not Mole Man from The Simpsons. I'm saying boo, you suck.
You stink.
If I had a tomato, I would throw it.
What is this? What is this Lightning Eagle? Chat right yes if you think Ben loves Vitalina. Yes. It's just all him saying yes.
Oh, I mean, I think it's just about as fair. It's about as fair as your poll.
The poll was fair. Are you saying boo or are you saying boo words? Listen, all I'm going to say is you come in the sink or you sink in the cum.
We need a heaven and hell, Yuri.
Well, I'm hell, so let's fuck him up, Sasuke.
All right.
God. Speaking of heaven, I thought that was a little cringy. Whole heaven and hell thing. I don't know.
I mean, they all have weird names.
They do.
I mean, you already knew she existed.
And then there's Destiny. Where does Titan fit into this?
She is from that universe. Dun, dun, dun.
What does that mean?
I don't know. She's a cute lolly that calls people Tan at the end of their name.
Lightning,
Benton,
stop.
Benton, and then Satsuki Tan, and then EA Tan.
Emilia Tan.
Oh my god.
No association, by the way.
Yeah. Not that Amelia. The Amelia from Case Studies of Vanitas. That one. That's a good Amelia. Not that Katakawa property bullshit. But can we... Lightning... Wait, stop saying the phrase, man. You're gonna get everybody to say it. Hate it. Hate that phrase.
Oh.
I mean, you're your own worst enemy, see? You keep saying that you hate it, so by design, people are gonna keep saying it.
No, that's not how that works. They're gonna stop.
God, I hate this so much on the internet. Please, internet, don't say the thing I hate.
Wait. Okay. I just realized this in the episode with like the implications of hell belonging to Big Boss Guy. He probably has a name, but I don't remember. With the implications that there you go. With the implications that he has heaven and hell, that means that a conductor can have more than one music art.
Oh
So
God!
if you
Valkyr.
remember,
Anime.
Valkyr.
if you remember the one on a train, she seemed to be kind of tsundere for Tak. So at some point he could have more music arts than just Destiny if it
So
goes that direction.
So you're saying Hell is gonna go tax way?
No,
Oh,
no.
it
I'm talking
could
about
happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I can't see her being anything more than a villain.
What about if Anna became a musician or whatever the fuck they're called? Music art.
No.
Her special attack is telling people to shut up and people not
Shut
listening.
up! It's like a sound attack.
Yeah, like Black Canary just screams and just breaks glass and stuff. Yeah. Ooh. It just echoes.
I told you
Yeah.
all to listen to me, and now you will.
And her like weapon is like the steering wheel from the car because that's all she does is drive.
Becomes a pinwheel from Dark Souls.
She just throws the wheel at people.
We got good theories. This is why you tune into us. This is why you watch KOA.
That's right. Not because of the lies and deceit from Ben, but
What?
because of the theory crafting that we do.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The best theories around. Some people say that they're not even theories. They're like, "Whoa, did you guys watch the previews for the next episode?" No, we don't have any inside information. It's just theories.
Sometimes we predict like actual futures because there's like prophecies and shit.
I'm gonna try to get an inside source. And it's gonna be Sean Schimmel. He's gonna provide me with all my inside source.
He's not gonna provide you with anything except like a middle finger.
He doesn't watch this show.
We haven't talked about that man in months, and now all of a sudden, hey, Sean Schimmel, my favorite guy. How you doing?
Fuck you, Ben.
Hey, it's me, Goku. Yes, we know. But we know you for Berserk. You're the Berserk guy.
You're the Berserk extras.
Anything else to talk about with this episode?
Not really.
No. I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I assume we're all killing it?
No.
I'm passing it.
Yeah, I'm passing.
Easiest pass for me.
Komi can't communicate. Episode 8. This is my favorite episode.
So adorable. So adorable. They went to the damn festival and freaking we had Komi actually talking. Well, at least trying to talk. She told Todoroki that he had a nice uniform.
I don't know.
Excuse me, Tadano. Who's Todoroki?
The guy from My Hero.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's icy hot.
I guess.
My bad. No. Tadano. She just kept saying and then she finally got the words out. And it was just thought it was really sweet how she said that, that she looked so or that he looked so nice when, she was just trying to do that from the beginning and she's very good at that I don't know what it's called, but it's what they do in like animes a lot, where you like try to cut out the little shape using the needle. I don't know what it's called, but she's really good at that. She just goes and just goes everywhere, and just like it's perfect. And yeah, so
I bet you people are just gonna call it that one thing in Squid Game.
Like it's weird. Like when I saw Squid Game, I already knew that thing existed before Squid Game. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this in anime, which is funny because now everyone's like, right, they're gonna be like, you, it's the thing from Squid Game.
But didn't
one where if you don't get it out in time, you're gonna die. It's like, no, I've seen this in other stuff. Like if you watch anime, it's almost in every slice of life anime when they go to a festival or something.
is it in Toradora?
I don't fucking know. Toradora. Well, anyway.
Where's Kyle's at? Where's our expert Kyle's?
Kyle's would hate me if she heard me talking smack about Toradora.
Can you say more rice, Ryuji, but very impassioned?
What?
Can you say more rice, Ryuji, but very impassioned?
Oh, that's what she said to Ryuji before she slapped him in the face, right?
Yeah. More rice, Ryuji.
Oh, I hate Taiga. I don't feel sorry for her. She brings all of her pain and suffering all on herself. I don't know what happened. I hit him in the face and he doesn't like me.
We're definitely getting a dislike off of that. At least one.
This is from Kyle's.
Right. She's gonna be like, who's this talking shit about Toradora, the most overrated anime in the world?
I don't think they would say that, but okay.
Okay, that's true. She wouldn't say that, but I would.
We need to stage a Toradora intervention. We need to strap you two down to a chair.
No, there ain't no strapping down when it comes to that show.
No, the thing is, I like Toradora. I don't like Taiga. I know that's a weird thing, but yeah, I like the show, but I'm not fond of Taiga.
There are moments that are actually really good in Toradora. Again, I just feel like it's just a tad overrated because, I don't know, like everyone likes to say when it comes to like love anime, or romantic anime, this one was the predecessor. It was the one that set the tone, and it's just like, it's average at best. Like there's other shows that in 12 episodes do 1,000 times better than what Toradora did. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Getting back to the actual episode, I guess. Speaking of like Komi like perfectly doing it, didn't Tadno do it as well? Like the same technique?
It seems like whenever you're flustered, you gain the ability to actually successfully pass this game.
I'm gonna try that when I go to Japan. I'm gonna go. Fuck! I fucked it up.
I imagine that game is pretty hard.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I would imagine it being pretty hard. Well, just like every carnival. Well, it's not a carnival; it's a festival. But you know what I mean. Every one of those games are fucking rigged.
Oh yeah, definitely the whole when they like had to shoot down the prizes or whatever. Those for sure.
Yeah, those are weighted.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to talk about. I don't want to go more into the festival yet until because we kind of skipped over the entire, family reunion. I want to talk about that because Komi saw her relatives. She saw her cousin and grandma and auntie and sweet moment. I love Komi's dad because he does not say a fucking word to anyone.
Oh my god.
Like he doesn't even make noises.
Dude, Komi's mom
doesn't say anything.
Komi's mom makes up for all of the silence in that family. Though, like she loves to talk.
She is the eccentric of the group.
How did they even get together?
That's a great question.
They'll show you.
Oh,
They'll show you.
All right. Is it going to be this season, you think?
No, I don't think so. I don't think those chapters were early. Because I feel like they happen sporadically, but I'm not entirely sure. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know why they keep bringing Yamai.
I hate Yamai. She did a breaking in and entering when she was uninvited to that house. Why is she there?
Yeah, why are they like, oh, we gotta invite Yamai?
Yeah, when they went to Tangerine's house, I was just like, why are they... fuck.
Oh my god.
Tadano.
Like you're making them like every shonen MC.
It starts with a T. I just gotta remember Tadano. Damn it. Into Tadano's house. She's just like, oh, Oh, let me just slip right into the house. It's like, no one invited you. Shut up, I'm here.
To be
And it was
fair,
all,
would you deny her when she's already there?
yeah, I got a shotgun.
Oh well, I mean, I don't think
I,
Tata know how to shotgun.
I would say, first of all, what's her name?
Am I?
Yamai. I guess I just gotta remember because it sounds like your mom. Yamai, you tied me up, tried to kill me, probably would have done more things with me. I was starving and all this shit. Yeah, you ain't coming into this house. And then if she insisted and had her sharp, pointy chopsticks, I'd say, oh, never bring the sharp, pointed chopsticks to a gunfight. And then just, see if she'd take a move. She wanted
You
to
have
press
like a
the.
GTA inventory wheel? Like, where are you getting the shotgun from? Your
Mm-hmm.
ass?
I just go, yeah, just the inventory wheel. Let's see, grenade launcher. No, that's too much. Pistol. It's just as effective. Shotgun. Now
Just
that.
pulls out a golden shotgun.
Mm-hmm. You want to come in with those sharpened chopsticks, and then she'll think twice before barging into my house again. So
All right. There we go.
that.
That is how you deal with a crazy high schooler, guys. Pull out a shotgun.
Mm-hmm. It
I
works
like
on alien lollies and on crazy psychos.
All
I,
ages.
I like what is her name? Akari? Are they introduced in this
Who are we
episode?
talking about?
Her cousin?
Oh, I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I don't remember her name. But I just like how everybody in this family has some sort of like issue.
Akira.
Akira. Okay, yeah.
Akira.
I love I love how she's like just really hesitant and shy. But then like her and Komi have this interaction where it's like it becomes like this like horror scene where Komi's like staring at her and there's this weird aura going on where she's like murderous and Akira is just like what, like she's like freaking out, and so Komi's like, oh, I know what to do, and then starts to tickle her. Like, it's the weirdest interaction, but it's so funny.
Like, that's the first thing you go to. Oh, I gotta break the ice. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
that's,
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
that's so messed up. Holy crap. It's like if I met Lightning for the first time. I'm like, hey, Lightning Eagle, what's up? How you doing? Let me just
if I
tickle
met
you. Tickle you.
Yeah, if I met you for the first time and when it's like, see, I finally get to see you. Tickle, tickle, tickle. I think you would look at me like I was some crazy person.
You gotta
First of
pull
all-
out the shotgun at that point.
First of all,
Right,
I am
exactly.
ticklish, so I'd
Oh, you are.
so
See, now you've given up your weakness.
I'd be laughing like a
All
little
your
baby back
enemies.
bitch.
So now if someone sees you in person, someone's gonna sneak up behind you, and is it your sides that are ticklish?
That's a good question. I just know I am. I don't
We'll
know.
find out.
Wow,
Yeah,
Lightning.
We'll find
Lightning.
out.
Lightning says, "Keep your hands to yourself, Lena lover." I don't love Lena. I guess must be talking about Satsuki there.
Keep your hands off of Lena.
Why are we talking about Elena? She's dead.
Sorry, see.
I know. She's a freaking widow now.
I'm very much okay with this.
Oh,
As long as Saber is still alive.
I like the fact that the Grandma Komi is like the leader of the family because like everybody has to go to her.
He's
And,
the
like,
godfather.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
so
yeah, pretty
wise.
much. She is. Because like, she had Komi in her lap. She's like, "Come over, you dare disturb my on the day of my
This is the day of
my
my
daughter's
daughter's wedding."
Hey, Komi, come here. I got something to tell you. You give me this this disrespect by not saying a word to me. It's okay. I'll make you part of the family. I'm gonna make Tadano an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah, I just like the scene of like her asking, "Did you make any?" Her asking, Did you make any friends was, a sweet moment, because I'm assuming the grandmother already knows like how Komi is. So like hearing that, gave her a slight smile. She didn't grill her like she did Komi's dad, because we saw when he walked out, he was like disappointed. Like he's mad. But she was like, she's like, is there a boy you like? And Komi starts shaking. She's like, oh shit. And she's like, wait. Hold on. Let me see your phone.
Just like a parent. Give me your phone. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, just going to see like 2 contacts. Like it's going to be might be a little more, because her parents, her brother, Najimi, and then probably Tadano. Maybe your mom. Oh, I think your mom did, like, we already know about that.
Right, forcefully. Can I have your number? Oh, okay, thanks. No, I just give me your damn phone.
Yamai is the kind of girl to dox people.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, even before we even got to the festival, like Najimi has like a gang of hundreds of people just behind her. Like she literally had a fucking mob.
How do you get that many people to follow you?
They're childhood friends.
But I mean, that's not one person's like, it's kind of late. I don't know. I worked hard. No, just everyone and their mother decides to come out for Najimi.
Najimi is like Najimi's social skills cannot be underestimated or understated.
Yeah, I definitely think that if Najimi wanted to like end world hunger and like have kind of bring peace to society, she could probably fucking do it.
Yeah. You'd be like, oh, I'm childhood friends with the president. Stop.
Yeah.
God, I think even I may be childhood friends with Najimi at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm not Japanese, but we're gonna be childhood friends somehow, even though I'm like twice her age, and just like I don't know. We're childhood friends, even though I'm old enough to be your dad. That's so fucking weird.
Fuck.
When it comes to all these characters in anime, I'm old enough to be their damn father.
This is true.
I just had an epiphany, guys.
This is true.
Oh my god.
I mean, Satsuki is as well, I think.
No, I don't think so.
I think Satsuki literally may be.
I spilled vodka on my keyboard.
No! Not the vodka!
I know. I play anymore, but like...
Are you licking the keyboard?
No, I'm not licking the keyboard. We did not have an intervention about my drinking. It was an intervention on my taste of women.
Not the taste of keyboards?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to lick my keyboard.
I mean, when times get rough, sometimes that keyboard be looking good, though.
That keyboard be looking pretty thick, though.
I mean, I wasn't going that part. I was going to the part of if you see like crumbs in there, you're like, what is that? Is that a pizza crust?
I do have an old keyboard though, so it is kind of thick for like, relativistic to any other modern keyboards, because like this is the type of keyboard where it's like I don't know what the cord is called exactly, but it's not a USB or anything like that. It's
the old circle one.
Oh, it's
the circle.
I
know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's called PS2. That's what those are called.
That, but it is. It's the circle one.
It's PS-2 or slash.
There you go.
2 /2.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah, they just call them PS2 cables.
Okay.
Yeah. I just call it caveman cable.
The same thing.
Yeah, as long as you don't have a drive for a floppy disk to be inserted in, I think you're good.
Well, so Najimi, so at the end of the episode, they're all like, yo, what did you do over the summer? Najimi is busy. Najimi made them the most of her summer.
why is she always busy? That's 1,000 people following her, and can just has the energy like she snorted coke, and you
She,
just like do anything.
she went 51 times. 51 times.
Is that even enough times during summer vacation? I
Yeah,
guess
well,
it's
they
3
brought that
months.
up. They were like, how did you go 51 times? There's not enough days in summer. He's like, I just went multiple times a day.
I mean, go once in the morning, go once in the evening. I guess I commend her for basically just having the time and money, apparently, because that stuff ain't cheap. Do we know anything about her parents? Not yet,
I
right?
don't think so. No.
She has to be loaded. That's the only thing I can think of, is that she's rich beyond belief.
Or maybe all of her childhood friends are paying for it. Everybody loves Najimi.
That's why she
apparently.
has so many friends, is because she's rich. She's like related to, I don't know, Elon Musk or something.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, it was wholesome though at the very end. Komi writes down what she thought. She's like, I don't want the summer to end. And it was so cute. So adorable.
Yeah, the first time in her life, she never wants summer to end. I was just like, "Aw, this is so sweet." What am I doing with my life? I'm an old man loving this.
It's fine.
Good thing.
Fine.
It's a good thing. It makes me feel happy because, we need some happy stuff in our lives as of recently. So just seeing stuff like that was definitely just like, oh, so sweet. I'm cute. Well,
I cannot remember her name, but she popped up in an episode.
oh, the one that likes to like compete with her.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Oh yeah, what? Yadano.
I don't know. Is that it?
Yeah,
it's definitely with a Y for sure.
Yeah, it was
I'm gonna look it
Yadano.
up.
It was for sure.
Okay, fine. Let's just go with Yonano.
I mean, search it up anyways. But
Yeah, it's right. Wait. Her name is seriously Yadano? So it's literally Tada. Okay. Wow.
I don't know. Yadano. Hey,
I
hey.
never noticed that. Just okay. That should be a lot easier for me to remember, but okay. But yeah, she just popped up in the episode like nobody. What I love about her is like nobody asked. She's like Yamai in the whole being uninvited thing, but like Komi doesn't even know there's a competition going on with her. Still to this day, she still doesn't know there's a competition between these two. She just pops up and then she just starts competing with her immediately, and then loses.
Yeah, all the fish kept going away from her. It's so funny.
I love that the anime does this because I'm pretty sure the manga doesn't do this, but they have it like to where it's like the Nintendo Smash screen where like they count her wins and losses. Like it's the greatest thing ever. Like I love how the anime does it.
That's really funny. We talk about how Yadano tried to feed Komi-san a sausage while she was on her knees.
Yama.
What?
Oh, God.
Shit, I'm bad with. I was like, you sick, twisted fuck. But then Najimi comes in with the save and bites the sausage.
You mind?
Yeah, Najimi's like you can't really like sexualize me because nobody knows what I am.
I just think that that's so weird how she was literally gonna be perverted in that sort of way and just get on your knees. Let me give you a sausage.
She has
Like,
no morals.
Ew.
She's very
like,
deprived.
right in the middle of public. I could tell. She needs. You know what? I better not say.
I'll at least give like the mangaka credit, the creator credit for like her writing at least, just because I don't see a lot of female characters written like her. Like this is like a gimmick I will see with a lot of dudes in anime. You don't really see it with a lot of girls, really. Like they don't really glorify it. They they try to make it comedic, but it's not like you're not supposed to take away like, oh, your mom's a good person. Like, no, she's a scumbag. The series treats her as such.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that likes this individual. There probably is a fan base geared towards her, but hey, good for them if they like that sort of thing.
We don't have Scarlet Disaster in the chat today.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure they are a fan of Yama. Unfortunately, Stan Najimi. Najimi's a ball of chaos. Pretty fun character. Childhood friends with your mama.
I like Najimi. Yeah, I think Najimi's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Najimi is definitely my favorite. But I can see a lot of different characters being... I can see a lot of people having different favorites. I think we haven't even really like got into deep into the cast, really. Because this cast is crazy in numbers. Like, we haven't even been introduced to all of our classmates. So it's still a lot to come. So there's a lot of different personalities we still have to get to. I think a lot of people are going to really love Onamine whenever she shows up.
Looking forward to it.
In my opinion, I think this is just the strongest episode so far. So I'm gonna give this the strongest pass.
I too will give it a pass. Not so strong, but a nice, decent strength of a pass.
I will pass this episode. Komi still continues to be my favorite of what we're watching this season. Or not even just what we're watching, just what I'm watching for this season, because I'm also watching Osama Rankin, but yeah, Komi is pretty consistent.
Sleepy?
All right, you two. All right, you two. Let's talk about some jobless reincarnation, shall we?
All right.
Listen, chat. I'm gonna say this right now. Don't at me, at Satsuya Savage and everything animated on Twitter if you're mad.
Oh man, just check my Twitter handle as it shows up on the screen. Do not direct your ire towards SeaTactics, because what he says is his thoughts. My thoughts are separate. EA's thoughts are separate. We all are our own people, our own entities. We all have different opinions on this episode. It is going to get interesting.
So, I'm going to go first. And I also want to preface as well, before we even go, that I understand a lot of Mushoku Tensei fans watch this podcast. And we're not yelling at you. We're like, we can all disagree and not like things about a show. That being said, I do think this episode is it's not even a bad episode in my opinion. It's just, I expected something different than what we got in terms of its pacing, in terms of like the last episode, they're like, oh, we're going to have like a castle siege or whatever, which I didn't actually think they were going to have a castle siege. I don't think nobody thought that. But I thought where they took that was interesting, but I still, even with that, I was expecting just a tad bit more. The stuff with Rudy and Pax, I was expecting a little bit more. I wasn't expecting anything crazy with anything really but Rudy and Pax. And I think with where they went, like, it wasn't terrible. Like, to be honest, I think this episode is solid in terms of the way it was made and how it was written. Like, I wasn't really bored or anything by this episode. It's just I felt like my expectations for this episode were just in the wrong place. And there wasn't really much. To me, there's not really much to talk about this episode. And I think that's what sucks the most. Like, there's not a lot of breakdown. And I know this is like a big setup episode. I originally thought it was a filler episode. It's apparently not. This episode actually has a lot of really important characters and introduction. Apparently Zenoba, the bowl cut guy.
Zenoba.
Apparently, this is not like. Apparently, this is you're supposed to think he's this way, but he's not actually this way. Which is which I find really interesting. Like later on in the story, apparently he's like one of the best characters, like one of the best written characters in the whole thing. So I'm really interested to see where that goes. But like in terms of like the whole Roxy figure thing, like I was just weirded out by it. Like it was weird. Not just like the whole like she has like the whole naked part of her. Not just that. That's just a small portion of it, in my opinion. It came out of nowhere, and I was just very confused. I put in my title like of my video from yesterday. I was perplexed, like legitimately perplexed, because I was like, what? it was like the visuals of the scene, like the whole scene itself, the expressions, like everything was really cool in terms of the visuals and all that. I'm just confused about why we spent like 20 minutes on, or not 20 minutes, that's an exaggeration. Like, what was it, 2 or 3 minutes or whatever, on this action figure of Roxy.
It felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it felt like 20 minutes. That is, to me, the most questionable part of the whole episode, just because it was just so out of nowhere and it was weird. I don't know if like they rushed that part to, like maybe they couldn't fit everything in with that scene. Apparently there's some joke with her not being able to hide her mole and not cover her whole chest, which is just strange. I don't get that joke. Somebody please in the chat, if you understand the joke, I would greatly appreciate understand, because I legitimately like saying this like legit, I do not understand like the joke, and I feel like a lot of people get it. And is it a reference? Like apparently that's like, this is like a really smart joke. I don't know. That being said, for as that, like how nothing that portion of the episode felt, like how, I don't want to say nothing, maybe fillerish that portion of the episode felt, I actually thought everything else in this episode was terrific. I liked the beginning portion. How betrays when women get embarrassed, it's cute. So that's the joke. Okay, well, I should say, like, not that people in my comment section were like, you don't get the joke, you're not cultured enough. Well, yeah,
Sorry,
there we go.
That's probably a good thing.
I guess cultured individuals means like perverted people. Oh, no, it's just max figure weeb. Okay.
Exactly.
So that's what my comment section was on about. I legitimately, because they kept repeating it. So I was like, is there something, like, am I getting the joke here? Like,
you're not missing anything.
I liked the beginning portion of this episode. It was really nice to see how they all got teleported. What's actually really interesting, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on this when you guys start talking about it, is in the light novel. I could be wrong about this. Maybe I misread it, because it has been a couple of weeks since I read it, and I read like a really mediocre translation of it. When in the light novel, or not the light novel, the web novel, I want to make that distinction. When they get teleported, Paul, like they're actually all at their home. They're not at the castle. They're like back at I forget the town's name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But Shinoa, something like that. They're back at their home, and they're all like I think Aisha and Lilia are helping each other do something. Zenith is washing the dishes. Paul is talking with Zenith and Norn. Zenith is like, or Paul is talking to Zenith about how he raised Norn, kind of like really hands off, like how he didn't even like want to touch her. He wanted to do with Norn like this kind of really tough love father figure kind of thing. And Zenith was like, yeah, you can like hug her. It was like this really touching moment. And it's the first time Norn and Paul hugged, they get teleported. And it's different in the anime. It may be the light novel as well, but that's what it was in the web novel, I'm pretty sure. So I thought that was interesting. As well, like the stuff after they break out, I thought that stuff was really good. The stuff with Lilia and Rudy, like it's kind of just it's like in a weird way, like this weird messed up family, right? But at the end of the day, Lilia still appreciates Rudy, and they're still like, even with all their like, you know, bits and bobs and warts and all the stuff that's went on in that family and what Paul did, like Lilia really appreciates Rudy and kind of I would say loves him like a family member, like a stepson, if you would. And I thought that was really touching. I thought the stuff with Aisha and Rudy was really touching. Besides that one part, that was really strange. I don't know what that was for. And you all know what I'm talking about. But other than that, you know, very confusing. I was very confused by this episode. I was expecting a little bit more, and don't get me wrong, I wasn't expecting like a great big blowout. I mean, it's episode, 20. It's not episode 24 or 23. So apparently next episode is going to be like the biggest episode of the series, and it's apparently called Turning Point 2 is what people are calling it. So I'm really excited for that. But in terms of the way this arc ended, I felt it was just weird. I don't know. That's what I felt about it. Now, you guys, I don't know who's going to start. I don't know what you guys even think about this episode. I'm surprised with your tones and inflections already. Like I did not come from this episode with that kind of tone and inflection. So.
Well, I guess I'll go because I'm gonna save the best for last with Sasuke. Yeah, I guess I'll break it down just as quick as I can. So basically, yeah, you saw how Aisha and Lilia got teleported together, which is crazy. They ended up underwater, and that would be kind of freaky. One minute you're breathing, the next you're struggling to breathe, and yeah, that's very claustrophobic and chaotic. And much like you, and mind you, I don't read any of the mangas, novels, web novel, whatever they are, light novels. I just watch the anime. So you have to understand, somebody who watches the anime, this is my perspective and this is what I see. I don't know all the stuff that's soon to come or whatever's happening. I see what I see is happening on screen. And when we got introduced to this guy, and all he talked about was this model of Roxy, and oh my god, look at this great stuff. And I still think it's kind of weird anyway that they're talking that way when really, like, it's supposed to be in a fantasy land. Who's to say how they talk? I don't know. To me, it just seemed like they were like at a convention talking about models that you would just see on a regular basis, and it just felt so out of place because the previous episode was, oh shit, they're gonna raid the castle. Rudy's trapped. Rudy's stuck. He needs help. What's gonna happen? This weirdo bends over backwards after he finds out that Rudy was the one that created this Roxy figure, and Rudy was basically like, well, the guy was like, I'll be, you could be my new master if I like help you out or something. So Rudy was just like, yeah, if you can get me out, that would be great. And all it took was this guy to bring Pax down and threaten to like kill him for him to like get free. And I kind of had a feeling when it came to his subordinates that he was kind of like holding some of these people against their will, because none of them looked happy. It's not like they were willing to die for this person, like not intentionally, you know what I mean, in good faith, but it was because he had their families captured. So I was just like, okay, that explains that. Uh, the rest, you know, Eris and Ruijerd and everyone else goes to the castle, and then, oh, it's all good. It's okay. Pax went ahead and freed Rudy, and now everything's all good. You can go home now. And I was just like, huh? I was kind of just like, well, that's a bit of a letdown. You know, and when I say letdown, I mean, I was expecting, you know, Ruijerd and Eris to come in there and just
Right.
completely fuck shit up and just
Exactly.
kill every single person that
Well,
was
maybe
in
not
there
kill.
and
Maybe not
basically-
kill, but
at least like knock them out or something, like force Pax to like do something or do some spell to kind of like break it. And it just felt so anticlimactic where I was just like, oh, well, that's a bit of a bummer. You know, I was expecting something so much more and got just completely just I don't know what you call it, buzz killed. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's a good way to
Like
put
I
it.
was really looking forward to that next episode and got blueballed. So everything was fine, everything was great, everything was all wrapped up in a nice, neat little package, so to speak. I thought it was kind of weird how Lilia was embracing Rudy kind of lovingly. I mean, Rudy, I get it. Rudy's mentally a 40 some odd year old person, but he's 10. And I don't know, like if I get it, like she treats him like family, that it just felt a little more than a hug. You know what I mean?
Well, I
Like-
think that's because of the directing. I think the directing kind of, because this is what I hate, because they make it seem more perverted than it actually is, and I
Right.
and I hate that.
Because
like,
that wasn't the only part.
right. Well, they show her boobs, like
Because-
her boobs rubbing up against his back, and like that's what you're supposed to take away from a part of the scene, is Rudy is like, you know, this pervert who like that's, you know, that makes sense, but like it's weird.
It's also what Lilia was teaching her daughter. Did you hear Aisha say, when I grow up, I'm going to be curvy? And I'm going to be more attractive?
And that's
What?
another thing. That's another thing.
What?
And
I was just like, oh,
And it's-
disgusting.
yeah, it's the directing. It's terrible. Like for these like pervy fan service things, like we don't like. People get really offended when we talk about this stuff. Like when we talk about the sexualization of children and stuff in anime, and how weird it is for us. Like we are not saying that you can't, if you enjoy that, you can enjoy that. But it is weird. It's like it
Mhm.
takes you out of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
like in of itself, like the line, and I think the premise of what they were going for, it's innocent enough, but I think it's worse. Like what I'm trying to say is you can look past it if that's all it was, but that's not all it was. It was they
No.
should like there was showed shots of parts of her body, like
Mm-hmm.
and they.
But I guess to finish it off, it was kind of sweet at the end when Aisha kind of knew that that was her brother and said, "See you later, Rudy." And I thought that was kind of sweet. I just didn't like all the perverted stuff that happened in between that, but that was like tender felt moment when that happened. I was
Oh,
just
yeah, for
like,
sure.
"Oh, she knew that was him the whole time."
I will
and,
say this.
you know, that was nice.
So EA, what did you think about the box with the underwear and the necklace in it? I thought that's funny. I thought that was hilarious. But I want to know your thoughts.
I mean, I guess I come to expect it. You know, it's part of the show. She saw that as his most valued treasure, so she held on to it and gave it to him. So to him, and also, well, excuse me, to her, that was doing a good deed. But as
I know
somebody watching the episode, looking at that, you're like, that's weird.
I know it is weird.
You know what I mean?
It is weird, and like it's so hard to distinguish. So in my opinion, I think that's weird, but I think that's funny weird. Like I think that's legitimately funny because
again, like I said, in her perspective, that's something that really likes. So she was doing a good thing.
That's the part that's funny. That's funny,
right?
So
but it's what it is. You know, it's Roxy's panties, and I thought that was kind of cool how we saw. What was her name? Lily? No. What's the green-haired girl's name?
Sylphie.
Sylphie, thank you. Sylphie, and then he just kind of was like, oh, Sylphie. And we saw her for like 2 seconds in the beginning of this episode, but yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes. But yeah, overall, I was very mixed about this episode. I felt like there was a bunch of stuff that just was, not only was it a letdown, because of based on my expectations of what was going to happen, it just kind of fell flat. But just all the weird pervy stuff was just, I felt, well, again, it's the curse of this show. Like, you have this amazing world with great world building, great magic, great fighting scenes, but then you have weird stuff like that just kind of like throws a wrench into everything. So that's what I think overall.
I wish it wasn't as like degenerate humor-ish all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think the issue is, for me personally, like when it comes to its humor, is it'll have like really great jokes. Like I do think the underwear joke is funny, but when you have all the other stuff around it where he's like this overly degenerate type of personality and humor, that's, to me, it kind of takes me out of the show. Like I just don't really find that stuff funny. I mean, that's the issue. It just takes me out of the show, and I find when there's a joke that does land, it feels a little like, well, I can't really enjoy this joke as much because I don't know if this is like rooted in his previous character's life, or if this is, you know, if this is like, you know, he's not that kind of character anymore, as we've kind of seen, and like, is he going back? Like, it just feels inconsistent in some ways.
Right.
So I wish it would just tone that down a little bit. Like, they don't have to do it a lot, just a little bit. Like, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with us on that, because I know the show is like very popular in that kind of demographic of people, and that's cool. Like, not trying to take anything away that you guys enjoy or anything like that, but as, you know, someone who likes these kind of fantasy shows but doesn't like that kind of style of humor, it takes me out of it. And I think this episode is a great example of just being taken out of the whole immersion. Because the immersion of the show is, like you said, I don't think we've ever even talked about the world building of the show. I think you were the first one to bring that up, but world building's great. And that's the thing that I'm invested in.
The world of Mushoku Tensei. It's so, like, you could tell the passion behind the world itself is just really well done.
Yeah, I mean,
feel it's just sometimes is not really reciprocated or appreciated enough, because some things like overlook it. You know what I mean?
I really do honestly think like the world of Mushoku Tensei is, in terms of like all the isekai that I've seen, is like up there. So, that's just me, but like I don't know. We'll discuss our theories on the episode, I guess, after Satsuki here.
It's time for the main event.
What, little me?
Yes, you.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down.
You can hate me now, but I won't stop now. Ooh. Man, what did Satsuki the Savage think about this episode? Middle of the pack. What does that mean, people? Doesn't mean that the episode was good, obviously. Doesn't mean the episode was bad. Should be obvious, but there's some people like saying the word mid is like a stab in the chest, so I got to clarify that. Episode wasn't bad because let me talk about the good in the episode. So first, like I will probably say the last 5 minutes of the episode was I didn't have any issues with the conversation between Rudy and Leela, conversation between Rudy and Aisha, where find out Aisha knew that Rudy was her brother the entire time. Like all of that stuff is good. I have no complaints about that whatsoever. Like even the weird thing with Aisha saying or learning from her mother that she's going to be curvy, whatever. Like it's weird, obviously, but it's not something that like, in my opinion, took away from the episode. Because you already had it to where like last episode, we found out that Aisha learned from her mother like how to basically seduce men to get what she wants. So it's in the same vein as that, just a little more, I guess, like blatant with this weirdness. But so what was the not so good parts about the episode? Pretty much the first fucking half. Jesus Christ, us spending all this time on a Roxy figurine. You guys already discussed it, but how much time we spent on that was ridiculous. We spent legit 5 fucking minutes, and I know that doesn't sound crazy for like real time, but like in the anime episode,
That's a third of the episode.
That's fucking stupid. And it was like, oh, it's my opinion. Let me clarify this. This is my opinion. I didn't find this shit funny. It would be different if this, I'm laughing, having a good time. I didn't find this shit funny. Like, what the fuck is funny about him? Like, Roxy covering her boobs, but there's a mole right here, and then he took off the mole, and he fucked up the figurine because he didn't know it was a mole. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I did not care about that whole figurine scene. So they wasted 5 fucking minutes on a joke that was not funny. And then to add insult to injury, the whole joke, which became a gag, became an anticlimactic way to get Rudy out of this dire situation, to where last episode we were speculating what's going to happen. Is Ryujin going to come in here? What could potentially happen for them to break out Rudy? And it turns out how we're breaking them out is the brother of Pax is going to fanboy over the creator of these figurines, and he's going to get him out of the situation. That's how we solved it. The most anticlimactic shit in there. Like, you didn't even have to do the whole thing to where it's like a siege and we're breaking in and all this crazy shit. They kind of set it up to where we see that a lot of the people Pax has under him, his soldiers, he has their families hostage. So you could have staged a coup or something. You could have did it to where, like, in the Inside Out, like, Pax's downfall is, and I guess is part of it since they did rebel on him at the end. But you could have did it to where everybody rebels against them, and they, you have like Ryujin like plant the seeds, like take back your family. You can't let them get away with this. You could have did something like that. But again, the way we solve this issue is the brother of the tyrant likes your figurines, and because of that, he fucking almost decapitates him, and he frees Rudy because he likes the figurine. that's how we solve the issue, guys. Like I want the reason why I'm saying it like that is to show you how stupid that it sounds on paper. I just want y'all to know that. Anticlimactic, wasn't a fan of it. Whatever. So I was bored for damn near half the episode. But like I said, the other stuff when it came to Leela, Aisha, no problem with it. The first 2 minutes, so I guess I can't say the first half entirely because the first 2 minutes was like seeing how Aisha and Leela got in that situation, and it's interesting to see the situations these people could be in when they're teleported suddenly because they were just in the water, and like EA already said, like that's a scary situation. So it makes you think how many other people probably immediately died upon being transported to somewhere else. Like
well, there's a cool thing about that actually, real quick. In the web novel, this is not light novel. I don't know if they've changed from web novel to light novel, but teleportation magic is actually banned in the world of Mushoku Tensei because of situations like that. You could be teleported literally inside of a wall and die instantly.
Hey, you could be teleported. Hey.
Yeah, and apparently it's like so complicated that if you're bad at it, like if that's why. Like that's why it's outlawed and banned. Nobody is able to practice it. So that even is more mysterious why the Mana disaster happened and why specifically it teleported people. Sorry, back to your thing. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah, that whole situation is scary, and it makes you think of the people that could have potentially been caught up in that blast and ended up in. I mean, they could have been in similar situations as Leela and Aisha, and it could have been fatal. I mean, like, what if you just can't swim, or you have a disability or something like that? So I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that died upon teleporting just because the environments they were teleported to weren't able to survive it. I mean, like you guys already talked about the world building. Like, what if there's a world where there's like just a place that's constantly on fire and that's the place you teleport? You know, it sounds ridiculous, but that, you know, based on the world of Mushoku Tensei, I mean, the potential for these environments are limitless. So that's in the realm of possibility. So it makes you that scene alone makes you think of like, damn, what could have happened to everybody else based on this one moment. So yeah, it's very interesting because I think when we thought about the teleportation before, it was just thinking about, damn, like everybody's separated because of this, and they could have, you know, we brought up the possibility of them being enslaved or whatever, but they could have just literally just died. Like it could have been that simple. They just die upon teleportation. So yeah, that was interesting. I think the character Zanoba, the brother of Pax, while I don't care about his character necessarily, I've seen some people talking about the lore of his character, whatever. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about him, but I do think he introduced the interesting concept of these people who are talented, and the way they were hyping him up, like this guy's super, super strong. So they're like him. While I may not be fond of him as a character, he introduces the concept of more people like him that are super gifted and like kind of like man childs, or maybe there's girls like this too, but he's just like, he was kind of like mentally fucking 10 years old, but he has all this power. We didn't even see much of it, but the way they were talking about him makes it seem like he is a threat, a legit threat. So that concept being introduced was interesting. So that's why I say this episode is mid. It had some good in it, but it had a lot of bad too. And I think it kind of equals out to where I'm half the episode I was bored, parts of it I was interested in, some things I thought were good, but overall I think whatever.
Well, so I guess talking about some aspects of the episode now, because I see a lot of people mentioning stuff that I forgot to mention in my video, and that I think are interesting. About Zenoba. Yeah, he rips people's heads off. That's just
like the lyrics to Limp Bizkit. Rip someone's head off.
Literally, yeah. He literally breezes Pax's arm, breaks it in half. What the fuck is this guy?
It was just the wind from his. I thought he had like some kind of psychic power or something.
I mean, no, he just like raised it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I rewatched the episode, as you two know, because my comment section and my dislike ratio were so. Like, I thought people were gonna when I made that video, I thought people were gonna be like, "Oh yeah, people are gonna agree with me on this. Like, they're gonna feel like this episode's weird." Little did I know.
For your head.
Well, no, they weren't, but like they were. It turns out that this week I literally got all of the novel readers to watch my video, and sure enough, everybody was like, I only had to remove one comment, which is crazy to think about. Like everybody else was like really nice about it, of course, but like it's just this week, man, all the novel readers were like, let's click on his video this week. So yeah, I had a bunch of people that were like, yeah, this is that, and this is what's happening, and where was I at? I've lost my train of thought. Anyways. There's something else I wanted to talk about with Nova that I thought was fascinating.
Fucking Peltagoose.
Well, yeah, he did the thing, didn't he?
Yeah, when he did the whole little
kitsity.
When he did the whole fucking back break thing, I was like, is this fucking Peltagoose? I was like, is he Peltagoose? He has the bowl cut and everything. Is this fucking Peltagoose?
It has to be an estranged cousin or something.
Oh, Albatraze, if you want to know the like to dislike ratio, because YouTube removed it, you can't see it. I'll show you guys. Well, I can't show you because I don't have it set up, but I can tell you what the like to dislike ratio was.
Yeah, tell me.
Which is why I thought, to rewatch the episode, actually, because when you have that many dislikes and everybody's like pretty cordial, it usually means it kind of fucked up. But 202 likes, which is very good. Very, very good. Like on its own. Like 202 likes is like, that's amazing. Well, 149 dislikes.
Ooh. Interesting.
No, I want to once again. I want to say nobody was hating on me or anything like that. I only had to remove one comment, but people are like, "No, you missed it on this one. You're off the mark." In regards to a couple things, so.
Okay.
Thank you, Satsuki.
I didn't do anything.
Did you drop a like and ring the bell?
I can't watch your videos. I want to hear your thoughts fresh on KOA.
But
that's what makes everything interesting.
But Zazie, I make videos for you.
I can watch it later if you want.
It's because of you that I make videos.
Oh my god! Like, why is that be that is probably like the most referenced KOA moment we have, other than like, I don't know, like we have a lot of references to like our old shows that we talked about. Like we had a lot of moments where we kept talking about the whole 69.69 shit. But we've talked about Berserk so many times on different shows.
I mean, that was such an iconic scene. I'll never forget it. Just the whole, it's because of you. Just the way that it was said was just so like, wow.
Or my favorite, women.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
See, my favorite, I don't know if you guys watched the bloopers that came with the UK Blu-ray re-release, but it was like, my favorite one was they were like naked and they were holding on to each other. That's like Come with me. My love for you is like a truck.
I've seen those outtakes.
Berserker. What the fuck is he saying? Berserker. It's time to fucking berserker. I love that. That's good stuff. Anyway.
Watch outtakes of shows that you like. They're very good. I watched
so great.
Kill I Kill bloopers, and it was the greatest thing I ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
Like hearing Satsuki's voice actor like be this like profanity laced, like it was like the greatest thing ever. I'll just say that.
Okay.
I'll link it for you, EA.
Yeah,
You have to watch it. You
Yeah,
have to.
I've only seen it subbed, but I mean I heard the dub's really good.
Oh, dub is
yes.
great. Dub is great. Yeah. That's how I watched it. Here's the thing. They're both really good. It's the only show. Well, I guess I do it every season if there's a simuldub for a show, but like consecutively, like I would watch it in Japanese or dub, whatever first, then go back immediately and watch it in the other language I didn't watch it in.
It was great.
I love Scarlet here. He had me in the first half, not gonna lie. The fact that you rewatch the episode after that instead of keeping your point of view is going to make me leave the stream to go and like that Mushoku Tensei video. Had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I don't think my opinion necessarily has changed, but I think I'm like, okay, most of the comments were kind of right.
I mean, it happens. I've done this to where like I've read a chapter or something and I make a review or whatever, and maybe I reread the chapter. I hear other comments and I just have a different opinion on it because maybe I overlooked some things or I was too hyper focused on a certain moment or something to where my vision on other things were a little bit clouded. So it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it happens with me in all of these shows because just for this season alone, I used to do it a lot, but I don't really rewatch these episodes. So there's maybe a lot of things I missed. That's why I don't just talk about it by myself. I kind of lean on you guys to refresh me on things or kind of give me a different viewpoint. So I think we all help each other in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, like nobody can shoot like 100, all the time. Sometimes you got to put out stinkers, because that's where you learn. And what I learned is from that video is that, if I'm that perplexed by an episode, maybe I should just rewatch it and then go back and revisit my take. Because if I did, I think that video would have come out a way, but like people would have understood where I was coming from, and I would have explained what I was saying a lot better. I think it was really my tone of voice. That's usually what gets me in trouble. My tone. But there is some. We are getting so sidetracked. I wanted to talk about some other stuff. What do you guys think Sylphie is and Zenith is?
Dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
I feel like somebody has to be dead because we've got these positive endings with everybody. I feel like there has to be an unhappy conclusion for somebody. I'm praying to fucking whoever is the god of this universe, whether their name is God or some lolly or whatever. I'm praying that Ghislaine is not the one that's fucking dead. If she's dead, I'm dropping the show.
Honestly,
I think so. I think I'm with you, Sasuke. If she is dead, I'm gonna cry.
I mean, I don't think I want any of these characters to die. Like, I don't like.
Hey,
I don't even want. I don't want Paul to die. I mean, Zenoba,
okay
sure, but
dying.
I got a priority. I already told you. Ghislaine is the one I want least. I don't want her to die the least. Then who's left? Just Zenith and Sylphie. That's
the only ones we haven't seen. Yeah.
And
so like, if Sylphie dies, hey, whatever.
Oh my god.
Hey, whatever.
Just a.
It's true.
It's just a
really
child.
Know her.
I mean, like, okay, this is my choices. I get Ghislaine.
Oh my god.
Ghislaine.
Mm-hmm.
The Beast Woman. Hugest chest we've seen in the world. Sword
Ass
god.
made of steel.
Ass made of steel. Will break your hands if you try to slap her. So sexual harassment means death for you. Counter. Versus Zenith. MILF. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you got to give her credit too, because she's a good character too for even allowing
Rudy.
Leela in their household. Even, you know, took some golden from Rudy. Still, she's a good character. Versus fucking Selfie. I don't give a fuck about Selfie. Give me Zenith.
Well,
and
to be
give me
fair,
Ghislaine.
to be fair, we haven't been given enough time to care about Sylvie.
Hey, that it makes the break off easier.
I will say though, like, I think EA said he doesn't care if Paul dies. Well,
No, I don't care if he does.
what has Paul done that like he does like
I will
don't care?
admit he has redeemed himself for now.
Well, no, I mean
for-
that's what I mean is like what actions have made you think like that? I'm curious.
He's unfaithful.
But that's it. He didn't hurt nobody. Like he didn't kill anybody.
Right, he didn't break no women's heart or anything and could do infidelity. He didn't hurt nobody.
Well, okay, but that doesn't deserve death.
Oh, it doesn't deserve that, but we're talking about if we have the situation to where we prioritize who we want to live more or less. I think, you know, I'm in agreement with EA. I'm this isn't to say that Paul isn't an interesting character or a good character or anything like that, because I think his character, like his reunion with Rudy, you know, gave us different insight about different things. But I mean, you already know where my loyalty lies.
Right,
I want Ghislaine.
And
my
I'm not
God.
saying like have him like dead now, you know, he must. No, I'm not saying I'm calling for his head or anything. All I'm saying is if he just so happens to die within the next few episodes or anything, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's a shame.
Question, EA. KOA gets teleported.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm not going to do it. I just want to get you scared.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like add something else to that. Like, where would you
No.
rather be teleported
No.
or something?
No, I'm not even going to do it.
Okay. Yeah, that would be awful.
Yeah.
Teleport.
Absolutely awful.
I ended up teleported to Canada. Oh God, it's Canada! No!
I got teleported to Brazil. Hey, look at these beaches.
You got to get you a butt lift, a BBL.
Yeah, I'll have to get one since I'll be in Brazil.
Satsu's just teleported to another room in his house, but he's still like emotionally distressed. He's like,
Yeah.
no.
I don't recognize this house. Oh wait, this is literally just next door.
I'm pretty much. Wait, I can say this name because it's not truly related to that one Katakawa show. I'm like Sekhmet. I just like to stay in one place. I don't like to move.
Alpha Trey says it's real windy in this podcast tonight. Oh my God, Lightning Eagle teleported to Canada. Oh no, Canada! Here's ooh gun in the distance. So, you know, if you know what the uwu gun is, you know what it is. You guys know what the uwu gun is?
No, I don't know what the fuck.
Oh my God!
What did you even say?
The uwu gun.
No, sorry, I don't know the uwu gun.
Oh my God! Let me find it.
Is this a Kyle's reference?
I feel
It's-
like so out of touch.
It is a Kyle's reference. Yes, that's funny.
How did I fucking know? Probably because she
Oh.
says that every other word. She goes, "Hey guys, uwu."
She is an uwu girl.
It's like, how
Where?
you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Uwu, 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 uwu.
No, I can't find her channel. I can find her old channel, but not her actual channel.
Hey, if any of you guys get teleported to Florida, I'll show you a good time.
All right. I want to get teleported to Florida now.
Here we
Yeah.
are.
Don't listen to the rumors. So does the gun make that sound, or does the gun make you make that sound?
It's a good question.
It's the gun. No, it's the gun.
Oh,
Let's play it again. Let's play it again.
I mean, from a practicality standpoint, if a gun made that sound, that'll give you out your location, so you don't want that.
It definitely needs a silencer.
Yeah, you need a ooh silencer.
You need a whisper. You need.
Oh, well, if it doesn't have a silencer, it's going to show up on the radar. Then you got to run Ghost.
Huh? This is why you get the Ghost perk.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
is it automatic or is it like semi-auto? Is it like one of those like it's a like a SMG or something?
Maybe it's a
does it blow
burst.
people up? It's a burst.
Maybe like an M16 or something.
Nice.
What the hell are we talking about? Aren't we supposed to be talking about Mushoku Tensei?
Yeah, I think we've talked all we needed to talk about with Mushoku Tensei.
Albatray says, "No, that's just adorable. I would be proud to be shot by that." You haven't met Kyle's. You haven't met Kyle's. That is just what it comes down to. Yeah. I mean, we've talked about most things so far on my list.
I think there's like one more thing I wanted to talk about.
There's one thing I wanted to mention. Zenoba, he traded all of his subordinates for that Roxy figure. This man is literally fucking sadistic. Like, because it sounds ridiculous. Actually, because he's so strong, listen, he's crazy, okay?
Oh, okay. I remember what I wanted to say about this episode. It's another bad thing, so yeah. I'm not totally a fan of how like Eris is exactly. Like while I like the direction of her character, like being a lot more mellow and taking her time to listen to people and not be as impulsive as she normally is. I don't really like the whole thing to where she's like totally a Rudy stan, and I get why she is that way because he's taught her a lot, but I don't like. I feel like that's too present in her personality. I feel like they're just. Oh my god, I'm tired of making a reference to this fucking show, but I feel like it's the easiest way for people to understand what I'm talking about.
Goblin Slayer?
No, I don't ever make references to that show. That's you. You are the Goblin Slayer. But I'm making a reference to that, or I guess I'm not making a reference to that one Katakawa show, but I feel like Eris is going in the direction of Rimu to where like her personality is based on this one character. And that's not to say that Eris doesn't have anything else going on for her. I just feel like that one aspect of her personality is a lot more present than other aspects. That's just a little it's not really even that big. It's just a little complaint. Because it's been happening in a lot of episodes, and I don't know.
I love Remu.
I'm more of a Nesama guy, but
Yeah, I know. She's a bit of a smartass.
Yes, I love it.
She makes fun of people's dick sizes.
Put that bit of away.
Yeah, just don't put that sorry thing. Put that sorry thing away. That's it. Should have been more blessed. Side note, I don't know if you guys have been on Twitter, but apparently, like, Tom Holland's like dick was on the timeline.
Freaking
I didn't see it.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but a lot of people were talking about it.
Now I gotta. I mean, I know you didn't see it, but what were people saying about it? Were they saying that he could? It's big enough so that he could like start web swinging off of it, or that it was so
No.
incredibly tiny that it was like a pinky,
Like
tip of the pinky.
It's like a Lenny
honestly,
Kravitz thing.
It's weird because from the comments, it didn't seem like people were saying it was small or huge. People were more so
was
talking
just
about
there.
like the curve of it. That's what they were talking
Oh.
about mostly.
The curve.
It's
So
a
like
boomerang.
apparently he has a good hook.
So he was full mast.
I don't know.
He's probably got a boomerang going. You know, he's got.
Mhm.
It's easy for him to go down under.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I'm chock full of those jokes. You know me. I'm a dad.
Ah.
Sasuke would love to be in a locked room with Ram and Elsa. That sounds like a birthday present.
One of them makes fun of you, and the other one dominates you.
I'm not
The same
gonna
thing in
say-
Satsu's eyes.
I'm not going to say that's a good thing. All I'm going to say is this not a bad thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's like a Ram ASMR, like,
Ooh.
her talking down on you, like you
Dude,
piece of
imagine?
shit.
Her
Lightning.
whispering in your ear, and then Elsa's whispering in the other. Oh, you would go to the moon.
Lightning
would.
is gonna want to call me after this podcast. And he's gonna be like, yo, he's real, isn't he? I can't believe he
I mean-
actually said that.
I mean, just to let you guys know, EA's birthday present to me was getting the she's not most notable for this, but Elsa's English voice actor, because that was the voice she was playing when she said it to me. He got her to say happy birthday to me.
Mhm.
And it was a
did.
great gift. It was a great gift.
Christina V.
And she is beautiful.
Yeah, no,
By the
Christina
way,
V
really
is
is.
beautiful young lady. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. Well, I think I may have saw her once at a convention or something, but then I saw her, I was like, oh, Sasuke is going to love this. And sure enough, because I was like, just make it as filthy and as nasty as possible because, he absolutely loves Elsa. Even though she's bad, he loves her. Just do what you want with it. And I feel like she didn't do enough, but,
I mean, yeah.
Oh
It's
my
fine.
god. What is this? Lightning says, nah, I already know he is more honest than you, Ben. What am I not honest about? Well, you know what? Let's take a moment. To go back to, next week. SeaTactics proves his innocence on the King of Anime podcast. That once and for all, I do not love Vladilena. In fact, I love Seba. See that? See that, chat? See that, Lightning? You're gonna have the egg on your face. I can
this
see
is
it.
all a goddamn lie.
I'm like Rudy.
propaganda.
I'm like Rudy, but I could see 7
Fake
days
news.
in advance instead of 2 seconds. Both of my eyes are like that. I got
Speaking
double
of 2
Sharingan.
seconds, I'm passing the show.
And Lightning Eagle, I think I'm pretty much like every Rei Seiro girl that I've been introduced to in the anime, except for like the lollies. I mean, even some of the lollies are pretty cool, like from a character standpoint. Like I really love Pandora. And what's the other lolly name? Lolly maid Petra.
We're not talking about Risero. Like
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
we're not talking about the Katakawa property. This is some
No.
fan fiction thing about
Yeah,
some
fan
some-
fiction. You gotta
yeah.
be
Supernatural?
Be on,
supernatural, something like that.
I think the site is called
Carry on
Archives Our Own or something like that. Like that's what we're talking about. You got to be there to be there, or you got to
Yeah.
be there to understand. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they have it's pretty good female cast, I would say. But whew, like I honestly did not come into this podcast knowing what I was going to do with this episode. because I don't know if I already gave my courtesy pass, but I feel like I did. Like this is where I would give my courtesy pass normally. So,
Did you give this show? I don't think we've given the show a courtesy
yeah,
I
that's the
did.
thing. I don't know if I already gave mine out or
pass.
not.
We did in the first part, I think.
I
What did
did.
you?
I did. Well, I think I did because of the panties over the face and the tongue licking in the boobs. I was like, yeah, this is a courtesy pass.
And I probably killed it that episode. Maybe it just survived. I don't know.
Maybe, but
I'm not entirely
passing it
sure.
now
No,
because
wait.
I have to see what the next episode looks like. If the next episode doesn't blow me away, I'm gonna. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to see
Wait.
the next episode.
No, I thought it was the courtesy pass for 86. No, you killed the episode.
I killed it.
That's so funny to me.
Wait.
Because even I was like, wait, this episode wasn't bad, EA.
Y'all
like,
got so
I'm killing
offended.
it.
Ben was like, "How dare you kill my lover? You freaking
Whoa,
bastard,
whoa, whoa! EA, let me look to your screen right now. SeaTactics
I see
proves
nothing
his
but
innocence.
Vladilena.
Next
I see
week,
Vladalena's all around.
King of Anime. Well, yeah, because
Do
it's
you have a pillow?
promotional.
What size is your body pillow?
Listen, I got a Vladilena T-shirt. I have 2 volumes of the 86 light novel. Next week, I'm proving my innocence.
Do you have a poster?
I don't. I have a Saber poster though, and a Yumiko
I'll be sure-
Jabami poster.
I'll be sure to send you one for Christmas.
Of-
Cole is the best.
Yumiko is the best. This is true.
Oh my god, I don't know what to do with this episode, honestly. You know what? I will only give it a pass based on what C told to us told us
Oh,
before
well, hold
the
up.
podcast.
Hold up! Don't put that
Hold up.
evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
No, I'm definitely deflecting.
Yeah, the evil is totally on you.
God damn it!
You
So,
said
like-
the next episode's going to be good, so if the prophecy
okay.
does not get fulfilled,
Okay.
Yeah,
Just-
it's pretty much the prophecy of Vivi situation. If I'm not impressed, listen, if the next episode is not very good, not just good, very good in my opinion, then I think I will.
So you're saying
compound my opinion with this episode and then make a decision.
So you're saying like a Paul reunited with Rudy kind of episode? Like what is very good in your eyes?
Did this? I don't know if this season like did that for me. It has to be like, okay, just to give a comparison. I thought the Takt OP episode was. I thought that episode was beyond very good. I don't know. We'll just have to see how I feel about it. But
We'll have to
I'm
come
just
through
letting
it.
people know my opinion next week is going to be compounded with this. It's going to be an accumulation of this episode and the next, because it's in a weird spot to where I don't think this episode is like drop worthy because it wasn't bad, but at the same time I can't really sing his praises because I wasn't blown away by anything. It was just some things that I liked, and some things where I'm like, okay, that's good setup for other stuff, but whatever. I didn't really care about this episode too much. So yeah, next episode we'll see.
God damn it.
this is almost kind of like Shield Guy.
Well, no,
Yeah, but
this
Shield-
is.
C was saving Shield Guy with his life.
He
I
really
was.
I was fucking like he was literally the shield hero because like we had our spears and swords, but he kept like protecting it.
I honestly,
Please, guys, please.
listen. I know what's gonna happen because I've been spoiled on it, and it's not one of those fake spoilers like an AOT where they're like so and so character dies, and I'm like, what the fuck? No, they didn't. Why are people putting this spoiler out as if it's like a real spoiler? It's not. It's not one of those things. I pretty much know what's gonna happen.
All right.
this kind of is a Shield Hero thing. That being said, I can't 100% vouch for the comments that have told me this. Not only the spoilers, but like, or not the spoilers, but the people that are like, yo, wait until this turning point thing. Like people in the comments right now are doing that. Like they're like turning point, don't drop it, turning point. And like I don't know, like I can't tell you guys like I know, like because I read Shield Hero before it was even on the show. So I don't think they're lying, but like I'm not even 50-50. I'm like 60-40 in favor of it. Because I can see in the context of how this show is made and what it's trying to do, and I can see it heading that direction and the payoff being really good. Like on the level of what they did in Shield Hero. Very, very nice payoff, right? I don't want to get your guys' hopes up though.
I mean, it's fine. It's just another week.
Yep. Exactly.
You know what I've been like. Listen to me, guys. I know a lot of people don't love my opinions on this show, but I like the way I talk about Mushoku Tensei. This is very tame in comparison to the shows I absolutely do not like.
This is true. I
still like Mushoku Tensei. But if we were covering Higehiro on a weekly basis, you guys would see hell on a podcast. Hell encapsulated in the podcast.
Remember when we were talking about the Promised Goofy Land season 2?
Jesus Christ.
That's
we should have, dude.
The Mushoku Tensei is nothing compared to that.
I'm gonna say it right now. We should have not killed Promised Neverland season 2, because where that thing went.
Just to see me suffer.
Well, you eventually watched it anyways.
He went on the epic rant of a century talking about how horrible the show was,
dude.
And
it would have been so entertaining.
For X-Arm.
Yeah, we watched fucking X-Arm. Like I
sold my soul for it.
Yeah, you sold your soul for it. I mean, you were given money.
you guys already know how I feel about X-Arm. That show was just a funny shit show. I knew what was going to happen every time, and that I wasn't going to be entertained with his quality, but entertained by his failures.
Listen, just like in Mushoku Tensei, we are not perfect. Neither is this show. The way this show is set up, it's actually honestly kind of shitty, but I like it enough to continue doing the show like this.
It makes it fun. It makes it fun, honestly, because like going on an episode by episode basis, anything can happen. A great show can be killed. I won't say a great show has been killed on the KOA podcast, but there's been shows to where I picked it up after we dropped it, and I'm like, oh, like damn. It happened with just to give you an example, it happened with what was that one show? I was about to call that shit Astro World.
Kanata no Astra?
Yeah, Kanata no Astra. Astro World. Travis Scott, I guess. I don't know.
Yo, I love that show. I don't know why we killed that show. I don't remember.
They were bouncing on fucking plants.
We watched X-Arm.
You hate that episode. That was so funny.
They went on this planet and were like boinky boinky boinky, and then one of them fucking almost died, and I'm like, no shit, you went on a planet.
Oh wait,
didn't
one of them almost choke on something?
I don't know. Probably. I try to like blur that out of my memory, even though you said it like got better later on, which I can't imagine how.
Oh, it had a really great twist. It had a really great twist.
It had like 3 different plot twists.
Yeah, that's right.
Every character was a stereotypical of who they are: the tall, glasses with boobs, the Sindura, the energetic go-getter, and I'm just like, this show sucks.
Oh, but it's so good. So, like, it wasn't the greatest show ever, but it was entertaining.
I'll never forget that bouncy plant, though. That pissed me off.
say this every time. EA's takeaways from episodes are so funny to me. He'll focus on like the most minute shit. I'm just like, wait, oh yeah, that did happen, but okay. I didn't know you cared about it too much.
I think it's because of the fact that it was, they were lost in space. They went through, kind of like in Mushoku Tensei, this little time portal thing, and they were lost, and all of a sudden, oh no, we gotta get back home. Fuck it, let's just jump on plants and forget all about our troubles. It just rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, they wish they were dead.
Have you noticed we enjoy talking about like the good old days of like shows we've covered in past seasons?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's
I think it's also too because we were covering a lot of like original fresh shows because like now right now we're talking about Mushoku Tensei second season, we're talking about 86 second season. So like everything we were covering pretty much were not sequels. Like all of this was new to us where we didn't know the story or anything. We just watched things and we took it how it was. So fun times. We still have more of those, but
dude, if we had more viewers than we had back then, so many people would be angry. Dude, imagine when this show starts to get like 500 viewers or 100K concurrent viewers a week. Imagine when that starts happening. Holy crap. We're going to have to like really think about our shit. We can't. Oh my God. We get brutalized. We just fuck around.
God.
I don't think people understand that sometimes. We just really fuck around on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not.
You shouldn't take it too seriously.
Yeah. It's. I mean, I will say I do like to give serious opinions a lot, but that doesn't mean like everything we say should be. You should hold on. You should hang your hat on it because a lot of times we're just talking nonsense. Mm-hmm. You got to be able to discern like what is nonsense and what is supposed to be serious. You can kind of tell it in our tone of voice, but sometimes not immediately obvious because sometimes we just try to fake you out with it. Mm-hmm. You just gotta know us. You gotta know us.
And sometimes even if we hate it, that doesn't mean that you yourselves can't like it. You know what I mean? One man's trash is another man's absolute treasure. So that's the way I look at it too.
Well, I guess to finish up, like, Mushoku Tensei here in the show. I do think this is a shield. Like, I do legitimately think this is a shield hero thing, where I don't think we should kill it. At the same time, I cannot vouch for that, so I'm not comfortable staking my life on that because I legitimately do not know. Do I think it's like 100% likely? Maybe 90% likely. But like I can't 100%. I can't even really 50-50 vouch on that. So I guess that's good. But
I mean, I at this point like it's fine. I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like this is probably a show that will finish even if it's not on the podcast. So it's not really going to matter. Is the only part is going to matter is actually talking about it on the podcast. I feel like all of us are going to finish the show regardless.
Well, I also want to finish the show on this podcast as well. And I think we are. But I guess what I'm really just trying to say is like I'm just trying to I don't want to get your guys' hopes up and say like, then the comments get mad. The commenters get mad, right? Because I misrepresented them. So, I guess I'll say this. I'll say it like this. I am definitely giving this a pass, just a normal, regular old pass. I thought the episode was meh. There was some bad stuff. There's some good stuff. That being said, I think there is going to be some shit that is going to happen in the next couple episodes. I'm here for it, of course. It's just I don't know if I can 100% say this is like a shield hero thing, even though it likely is. I just can't with confidence say that.
You already know what my breaking point is going to be. I already said it multiple times. If
Yep.
Elaine is gone, I'm gone.
I don't.
Like her survival or my passing of the show hinges on her survival.
I don't think she's gonna be in the rest of the season. I don't see how her character like pops up.
Oh, then that's fine. Just as long as you don't confirm her death.
That's
If you
right.
confirm her death, I'm out of this bitch.
Well, that's something
Deuces.
That's something I've been spoiled on too. Like I don't know, but I don't know if he's showing up this season. Oh, Light Roller says the real question is, would you all buy the Roxy figure?
Nope, I
No.
don't buy figures.
If like, does it come with that like where you can take off the clothes thing? If so, I'm not. But like in terms of just build quality and stuff, if it's nice, I guess. I don't know. I like Roxy. I think Roxy's like one of the best characters in the show. I think her design's great. But
I don't love her to that degree.
I mean, not to buy $100+ figure. No, maybe if it was like 20, but like a bundle deal or something. I don't buy figures really much, anyways. But
yeah, I wouldn't buy a figurine in general. But if I were to spend one on the character, you know who that character would be.
Elsa,
I don't think Elsa is part of the show.
Yumiko.
I don't think Yumiko's a part of the
You're
show.
talking about the show, good sir. Come on now.
Talking about the sword.
Oh my
Sword
God,
King,
Ghislaine.
or whatever. Yeah, of course. Listen.
Rudy. Paul.
Yeah, you had it right the first time. Ghislaine.
Yumiko.
Listen, the ass of steel. Who wouldn't want a figurine like that?
Oh well,
If I just drop it, it'd probably break a Nokia phone.
probably have to put a sweater on it when your mom comes in your room or something.
Oh no. You can't do that to Ghislaine. You just gotta explain to your mom, like, this is Ghislaine. It's the best girl in Mushoku Tensei.
Isn't she perfect in every way? Every answer is yes.
Wait, what the Lightning says if it was Lena dressed as Roxy, it would work. He'd pay.
Oh my God.
Lightning.
Yeah, you would.
Lightning.
Yeah, you absolutely would.
No. Let me just look at your screens right now, audience. SeaTactics proves
more
his innocence
propaganda.
next week on King of Anime. Look at the red arrows. It's legit.
World War II propaganda.
Listen. Proving my innocence next week. Already got the evidence. Prove to you all that I'm innocent. And you're all gonna have eggs in your face. In your inside of your face. That's right. Inside.
Guys, help us, like, just at this point, like, we all know the truth. Like, we're not here to condemn. See, we're just here to, like, make him realize the truth at this point. Like, it's okay. We understand that ultimately your waifu is Saber. We understand that, but you also have it. You have a soft spot for Lena. Like, that's who you love.
You love her soft spot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fine. Like, I love Satsuki Kiriyumi, but you don't hear me talk about her a lot on the podcast.
SeaTactics proves his innocence next week on King of Anime podcast.
Live.
EA, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me over at the. I don't know.
Damn.
I'm nowhere.
Oh my God.
You've been teleported.
I am. I've been teleported and I don't know where I am. So you can find me there if you find me. No, I'm kidding. Of course, you can find me over at Everything Animated. They haven't had content over there in a good while, so you can subscribe to me if you want. But whenever content does come out, just know it'll be there waiting for you with bells on. Twitch, I haven't streamed since July. So And I looked that up. I haven't streamed since the 4th of July when I played Doki Doki Literature Club. That was really fun. I feel like I haven't been able to, duplicate that since. And also I kind of got out of the mood. But anyway, should see something. Watch the Rag. Oh, thank you, Lightning, for watching the Renego podcast again. Much appreciated. You are the GOAT. And I only have that channel now. I don't have a wrestling channel anymore. That had to be put down, just like a rabid dog. Unfortunately, it had a good fighting spirit, but ultimately at the end, it was never meant to be. So, yeah, and yes, Lightning, that was July. I remember because people were lighting off fireworks, and I was like just watching this. Time freaking flies, man. I tell you, like it's almost been 6 months. That's insane. So anyway, follow me there, follow me everywhere in your underwear. So see you then. Goodbye. Da 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 da.
Da-da-dan.
Do-do-do.
I love that show. It's so gimmicky and stupid, but I love the. I like it. The rest of the show makes up for it because it's just so well written and great.
Okabe, we need to warm up these chicken nuggets.
I can go for some chicken nuggets right
I
now.
have Dr. Pepper by me too. That's funny.
El Sai Kangaroo. All right, sorry.
I just want to say to add on to EA. I don't go on Twitch a lot, but I will say like one thing I would probably tune into on a regular basis if you were to play a horror game. I don't know if you've ever played Outlast. Have you played that yet?
No.
If you played that,
I am
I will
chicken
watch
when
it.
it comes to scary games, by the way. I am so
that makes it
like,
better.
I am the worst when it comes to scary games. Like Resident Evil isn't too bad for me. It's usually when it comes to those ridiculous jump scare games like the first Five Nights at Freddy's, someone had me play it, scared the shit out of me. Like, I can't do it. Like I get all sweaty and I get all panicky. You could tell, like you'll see me and then when something happens I'll fall back in my seat.
I mean that like I said, it makes it a little better. If you were to play like Outlast or something, listen, I'm tuning in anytime. Like all you had to do is at me, and I'm tuning in as long as I'm not asleep or I'm not busy or anything.
Okay.
But, yeah.
You can also watch the VOD when I'm done.
Yeah. Well, so that's just a suggestion, but
Okay. Get into horror.
yeah. As far as me, you can you can follow my channel Satsuki the Reactor, where I don't even post live reactions, but hey, you can watch the old live reactions and have fun with those. Fruits Basket, JoJo Part 3, JoJo Part 4. Not going to be a Part 5 because Part 6 is coming out next month. And, I'm just not going to have time to react to it. So, unfortunate, but it is what it is. Main channel, Satsuki the Savage. Haven't been posting too much on my main channel, but I have some plans when it comes to Unordinary because Uru-chan, I was about to call her the GOAT. I can't call her the GOAT, but, author I really enjoy. She's coming back December 8th, I believe, next Wednesday. And I'm excited. I'm excited for Unordinary to come back. So I want to drop some videos before it comes back. And should be fun. Should be fun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tune in next week when I prove my innocence once and for all. Other than that, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming to the podcast. Bye-bye.
Done.
I'm in the cave again.